So that brings me to my first supply, which are gloves. Yes, gloves. As you all know, because I've been seeing this so much, and it's just like, pees me off. Use gloves, because that's going to be the only thing to stop you from spreading infections to your friends, families, and clients. So please, use gloves. So that's the first supply. So let's put that right there. Second, let's go on to tattoo supply sleeves. So these are, I pretty much use these to wrap up my machine. So like, I use the, I guess one more supply, the Cheyenne Hawk Soul Nova. So I actually use this to wrap this machine. I'll untwist it here, put them, get the sleeve cord out. I'll just take one out here. Get the sleeve cord out, cut it in half, put it through, and then screw this right back on to keep all that protected. And then, so yeah, this is all I use this for, but you also use this for like any machine cords and things like that. Cause I do use a wireless battery pack now, but there are like, you know, you got the corded versions and stuff you can throw on there and stuff and protect the cord, cause the cord will rub on your skin, rub on the bed, rub on the tattoo, then rub on the bed. Now you're spreading bloodborne pathogens. No go. So yeah, on to the next. I use the Cheyenne Hawk Soul Nova. I am a Cheyenne Hawk junkie. This is a 3.5mm stroke, perfect, well-rounded machine. I do want to get this machine with a longer stroke.
What do you mean by that?
It's for like, I want to get some nice, crispy, hard-hitting lines, a lot smoother, a lot easier. But so far, this machine has worked so perfect for me the last couple years. I love it. I'm gonna ride it till it dies out. But I do want to get the next one, the Cheyenne Soul Unlimited. Yes, that's next. So to the next supply. To the next supply we have needles. Yes, you do need needles to tattoo. I mean, that's the point of a tattoo, is to use needles to deposit ink under the skin. So these are cartridge needles, by the way. I have a variety of them, from curved mags, flat mags, small liners, big liners. You know, you use different needles for different jobs, different shades and stuff like that. I primarily use Cheyenne Hawk tattoo equipment. It just worked for me over the years. I want to keep practicing with them and hopefully one day become sponsored by Cheyenne. So that's a dream of mine. Next thing you need to do a tattoo is ink. You do need needle ink in a variety of ranges and colors. This is the Allegory Black tattooing. Love this stuff because of how consistent the black is, and it's really saturated, you know. So I use this strictly mostly for line work. I might use this a little bit for my darker shades or darker tones and gray wash, but you do need ink to tattoo, but we all knew that one, right? So this is, what is this? This is stencil. This is pretty much stencil stuff. This is just called Electrum, a different version company that just came out a few years ago. I love this stuff because it has a really nice smell to it. It has like a coconut-ish smell to it. It's green too, so it's like, that's cool. And then when it dries, oh, it dries, y'all. Like, let me tell you, it dries. There's no room for you to think, oh my gosh, did I like, you know, you don't have to second guess, because the last thing you want to do is second guess the tattoo. So you put this on there, put the stencil on there, let it dry for at least 5 to 10 minutes, and it's not coming off. There won't be no second guessing. This stuff is amazing. Next supply is squeeze bottles. So you want to use a squeegee bottle for things like, you know, put parts water, parts green soap tincture in there, or just put strictly water in there, keep the tattoo clean, keep it legible, things like that. I also have Saran Wrap. This is just your basic run-of-the-mill Saran Wrap. You'll get it from anywhere, Walmart. I'm in Texas, so HEB. I don't know where you guys are at. With most of these supplies, as you can see, I invest most of my money in the quality of the like tattoo equipment. So maybe not your run-of-the-mill supplies like the maybe the clip cords, or even this. It doesn't have to be the best, or even it doesn't have to be the most expensive. Primarily because you want to put out your money in the quality of the needles, quality of the ink, you know, just things like that. And so those are the things you don't want to cheap out on, machine and all that stuff. Everything else, you know, if you could find it the cheapest, you can find it the cheapest. Next supply is razors. You do need razors to keep So they might come in. I like to shape the area when they come in, just because I know, there's a certain way I like to shape it to keep, no cuts or anything like that. If they do it at home, or a certain razor they might use, or razor they might use is dirty and stuff like that. Even though we clean the area before we tattoo it, but we just really want to keep anything from ever happening. It's preventative, So there's that. Also, we have our Opti-cide Max. So this is like what I use, sanitize everything, disinfect everything. I use it before, they lay in the bed and I wrap it up. Any equipment that I use before a tattoo, I wipe it down before and after. You wipe whatever you want to disinfect down, you leave it on for a minute, and after the minute, it's supposed to be killing most of those germs that you do not want before and after a tattoo. So yes, there's that. Next supply we have. These are just like barrier films, so I use this as well. So let me see, actually, where's my machine? So I would use this barrier film. So I'll unscrew this, right? I would have let me just go ahead and I'll unscrew this. This is how I set up. I'm just showing you a quick of how I would use it, but there's some other steps I would take first. So I'll do this, right? Put that on there, wrap it around, get the top part of the machine, screw that back on there, and then I'll just get a barrier film, tear one off, because this entire bit needs to be wrapped, plus this, all that right there needs to be wrapped up. So I'll get this, and I'll just stretch it as much as I can, so my needle can go through easily, and that's that. And then after that, I'll wrap it around with some Cobain, or like the Cobain wrap. I'll wrap it around with that, and that's it. So all that's protected and stuff. So that's what I would use that for. Next supply, we have dental bibs. So dental bibs, so I'll use it for like my Mayo tray. I'll put the Saran Wrap over it, right? And then the Saran Wrap, after the Saran Wrap, I'll put the dental bib on top. And I'll just protect any blood, any liquids from going all the way through into the Saran Wrap, just like an extra layer of protection, just to keep everything safe. Safety is the biggest thing in tattooing for me. Next supply, I use distilled water. I don't use regular tap water and stuff like that for my green soap mixture, or keeping the tattoo clean, just because there's minerals within like tap water and stuff like that, and I want to avoid anything like that. Somebody might be allergic to a certain something out of the sink. I'm not sure. So I just like to play it safe and get some distilled water. And I use it for my rinse cups and things like that. Next supply, actually, let's talk about so these are my rinse cups, just some regular everyday cups. Like I said, I definitely look for the cheapest option because these really necessarily do not matter. I do not get styrofoam, at least, just because like your needle might hit the side of the cup, make a hole in it, and then that's a big problem. So I at least try to get plastic cups anytime I can. This is just for like, I'll have one for my black rinse cup and then my color rinse cup. Just keep my noodles clean like that. Because after a while, the blood goes back into the tube and stuff, mixes in with the ink, and now your ink is diluted in what you got, and it might show up as it heals and stuff. So always keep your needles clean, right? Next is some ink caps. You already know what those are for. These are just to hold ink. Next supply is we have our tongue dispensers. This is to grab some blob out of the tube without using your finger and cross-contaminating. So you grab one of these, stick it in the jar, and put it down on the bib. And then now to keep the skin lubricated, so your ink can go through a lot nicer, a lot more smoother, and it beads up the ink as well, so your ink isn't just spreading everywhere when you start doing line work and stuff. I have a sharps container. So this is for all of my needles. This is not used. I have another one. This is a brand new one just in case. I take the other one to go get disposed of, and this is the extra, but the other one isn't quite full yet, so Yes, this one is not yet used, brand new. But yes, this is my sharps container. Keep all of my nasty contaminated needles. Yeah, so I will necessarily just put needles in here. Thermal paper or stencil paper. So you know, this is, you'll use this in conjunction with the stencil primer. You put this primer on the skin, you'll have your stencil made, you'll place the stencil on there, and yeah, you got to transfer and you tattoo that bad boy from there. And other supplies I have with those is like, you know, paper towels. I have a little headlamp as well. I should go grab it. Let's go grab it. So I have this headlamp. This is just for, like, you know, to so I can see, cause like I have one big light right here. The bed is against this wall, and so and my back is like against the light, so I make a really big cast shadow. So I use this to get in those areas where I'm really hiding any light to getting into. Use this to get in there and see the tattoo, and I won't have to second guess. I have my armrest, cause you know, for those arm pieces and things like that, foot pieces. My tattoo bed, which is what everything is on at the moment. I have a pillow. Do not worry, I wrap this very well, very well, every single use. So there's that, and then I also have my green shell tincture. This is just what I use to keep the tattoo clean. I'm trying to see if I forgot anything. I mean, trash bags, trash can, my Mayo tray, but my camera's on there right now. It's just like a little roll around silver tray you can find on Amazon. It's fairly cheap. I think that is it. Alright, well you guys, that is going to bring it for today's video. I hope you guys can see everything that I use, and you can tell that this does take a good bit of investment to do it the right way, the serious way, in a sterile way. So I hope you guys can learn from this video. If you guys want to check out anything else, I'll go ahead or check out my first video, because this is only my second video. I'll go ahead and put it, you know, in the little end card right there if you want to watch it. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. I'm be trying to do my best to post at least twice a week. So I found a much easier way to do this, and it's really going to help my upload time and things like that. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and be safe, keep tattooing, keep doing artwork, and take care of your mental health. Bye.